This is Outnumbered. I'm Meghan McCain, here today, co-host of After the Bell on Fox Business. The lovely Melissa Francis, also from FBN. Dagen McDowell, also lovely. Progressive radio host and Fox News contributor, the loveliest Leslie Marshall. And today's hashtag, one lucky guy, the co-host of the Fox News Specialist.
The loveliest co-host.
And co-host of Cashin' In, Eric Bolling. Leslie, were you for this travel ban?
No, I'm not. And I do call it a Muslim ban. And in addition to that, this does not, I feel, make America safer. One of the huge issues that we have is with ISIS and the way they recruit, which is online. When we look at the terrorist attacks worldwide, we have a lot of people that are coming out of Belgium. We have people that are coming out of the UK. Those countries are not on the list. And in addition to that, when you look at the terrorist attacks in this country, largely Americans and even their ancestry are not from these nations, and it's for 90 days. So I don't feel this makes America safer. I think we do need stronger vetting procedures.
Why are you and the left calling it a Muslim ban?
Because you're dealing, because Eric, look, there are people right now in Belgium that this is where you see all these people coming out of, going to the UK, going to France.
Every single problem is
there are 100 countries that are predominantly Muslim as well that aren't included in.
What is it? What does this do for the lone wolf? I'm not Muslim.
Your ban, your word. That's my point. You're Muslim.
What does this do for the lone wolf sitting right now at their computer?
Solve that problem, we should do it. I mean, it goes to governments that are a failed state. They're a failed state. They can't verify the background of people coming over. It's so straightforward.
Have a stronger vetting. Don't single out certain nations, because there are people, and not just of Muslim faith, who live in these countries. Or how about a woman or child in Iran being oppressed who wants to seek refuge and asylum in the United
Muslims
States?
Coming from this country.
Well, they're being banned too.
Yeah, exactly.
In predominantly Muslim
that's why it's
nations.
not a Muslim land. That's why it's not a Muslim land.
I would love to keep watching this because it's.
I have to say, I'm more hawkish on this as a liberal than you would think. This was one of the failings I felt of President Obama. I think if you're going to make a threat, you put a red line, you go forward. The problem, however, is 59 Tomahawk missiles didn't stop him from chemical weapons. And he, by the way, that was in April. He used chemical weapons on his people in February. We didn't attack then. If we attack now, it's not enough. And, we're going after ISIS. We're not stopping his attacks on his people. And that's a huge problem.
What do you mean it's not enough? What would you like to see?
Well, we're not looking at what the future holds. And when you talk to military experts, they'll say, look, we have the ability to take out ISIS, but it can't be us doing it solo. It really has to come from the resistance within Syria. But then what do you do with Assad, and what do you do with that fragmented nation afterward? Look at the actions of this man.
And they blame the sanctions to Russia on the Russian meddling, but now he's saying, well, on one hand we blew it, but then we applied sanctions.
Well, wait, he didn't say no. He's insufficient, which to me is not obstruction, and that's a word left and right are being thrown around all over the place. We do have an investigation that's going on. We'll find out if there's any collusion, but we have a president that called Russia a hoax, that called it fake news. Now he's putting, I'm agreeing with you, the emphasis back on this. Let Mueller do his job. Let's try and move forward and with what Americans want, which is the economy, jobs, and health care.
But President Obama was caught on a live mic telling Russian officials that he was going to give them more, quote, flexibility after the election. This is someone who never took Putin seriously. And by the way, President Bush didn't either. He said that he looked into Putin's eyes and he saw a soul. So this is something that has gone, we have historically not learned our lessons. But the idea that Democrats now, today care after the expansion into Crimea, everything that's gone on in the Ukraine, everything that has gone on with Bashar al-Assad, it's absolutely, you get absolutely no length with me whatsoever.
President Obama confronted.
It's just, I hate it so much, Melissa. I can see you.
Wait a minute, I'm a Democrat who cared about the annexation of Crimea.
I'll end with this.
Right now, I am a talk show host, a political analyst. I opine. But prior, in my former life, I was a journalist who just reported facts. And as a journalist, regardless of what your personal ideology is, we owe it, all of us in the media, to the American people who are reporting on the White House to show them what is going on in a briefing. I understand if it's a closed-door meeting and there are secret intel individuals present, or perhaps diplomats from other countries that have requested the cameras be off. But I think, regardless of maybe the whining element here, I feel that this is wrong because it infringes upon the First Amendment right, not just of the press, but of the public who have wanted transparency for years and continue to crave that.
I mean, I'm all